Red Sparrow is about a young woman, Dominika Yegorova, who's a prima ballerina at the Bolshoi, and she's forced into a program for the SVR against her will, and trained to use her body, and ends up prevailing by using her mind. I think the first thing that we were discussing for Dominika is this is just going to be a person and a personality that's completely different from anything that I really know growing up in America. She's really been put from a very young age into a position of survival. And her body has been used by the government from the time that she was young, with ballet, being an athlete, being paid by the government, and then forced into this program. There was a lot of physical preparation that went into this. For the ballet scenes, I obviously did a lot of training with ballet, 3 months every day, 4 hours, just really, really intense training, which even though I'm never going to get to the point where I'm going to be able to dance like a ballerina at the Bolshoi, it taught me, posture. It can change your body in other ways, and discipline. I would never want to put my character into a situation that I myself am not comfortable being in. So as you can see in the movie, it's this moment where she gains power. It's this moment where she turns the tables on the people who are trying to control her. And I felt that. I felt that power. I found it exciting. I think that all women can relate to being treated ever so slightly differently than men our whole lives. We've always had to find different ways and angles of getting what we want and becoming successful professionally. I love Charlotte Rampling. I've been a fan for so long. I just think she's such a brilliant actress and so beautiful. And she's just as beautiful on the inside. She's a wonderful woman, fiercely intelligent. And it was amazing being able to do scenes with her. Dominika and Nate have a really interesting relationship because they've both been assigned to one another to get information. And in this process, they're both manipulating each other, and they fall for each other. Their relationship is constantly changing because how can you trust somebody not to be tricking you when you are trying to trick them? So they're constantly balancing this inherent trust that they both have in each other with the basic paranoia that goes with living in a life of international espionage. I love Joel. He's so talented. His accent was flawless, which was very intimidating for me, trying to master a Russian accent. He's just fun, and he's a really hard worker, and he played the character perfectly. I can't imagine it being anyone else. He brought so much more to the movie and so much to that role. Dominika's relationship with her uncle Vanya is probably the most fascinating relationship I've ever seen on film. It's so complicated, and I don't want to talk about it too much because it's so interesting that you need to just see it. But there's so many twists and turns in their relationship. You never know which way is up. You never know who's in the lead. I was so intimidated because it's Jeremy Irons, and then he's just a goofball. He's the nicest guy. It was so fun working with him, but God, doing scenes with him is so powerful. Even when I watch them, I can feel how I felt doing scenes with him. He just completely transforms. I love working with Francis because I trust him mainly. He has amazing taste. It's such a load off when he's directing the movie because I know that it's going to be tailored to the best of its ability, and he's a visionary.